Thank you, everyone, and good morning. A while back, when I started my business, as everybody tries to do, they try to market it, they try to find clients, and I've struggled. And so what I'm going to be showing you today is some of the marketing techniques that I have tried. Some work, some haven't. And then what I've done recently that's really rocked my business. So, as anybody knows, I'm a great networker. I've been in BNI for over 11 years. It's been very successful for me. I belong to Masterminds about 6 years. Also Experts for Entrepreneurs for about 3 years. And Mastermind has a book club. We read a book once a month, so I get educated and try to learn a lot of stuff so I can help. I'm also just got elected on the board of the National Association of Professional Organizers. So these are the things that I have tried in the past. And I now have 956 friends, according to Facebook. So what has that done for me? As Bob Zangus always says so eloquently, likes doesn't pay your mortgage. So friends don't either. So I had to do something different. So in 2012, I started to send out a newsletter. And I've had 3 revisions of my website. And I can say, other than in 2018, prior to that, I never got a newsletter request. I never got a lead from my website, and nor was I posting anything on Facebook. So, December 2017, I was at a charity auction, and I saw this little guy. And you know, and if you've ever been to a charity auction, they take these little animals around, and everybody pokes them and pets them. And I looked at this guy, and it was kind of love at first sight. But I said, if he could take all that stimulation, this dog has got to be awesome. So, long story short, I was the highest bidder, and I brought him home. And just like anybody that has a new grandchild or whatever, I started taking pictures of my pup and posting it on Facebook. And people says, my God, he's so damn cute, you ought to use him in your marketing. So this picture was taken after his first grooming. And I went to the window at the Dairy Queen and I handed my phone to the gal there. And I said, take a picture of Rocky and I. And that's the picture that came out. So I actually have a mastermind group that I had a professional photographer come in, take pictures, and they picked this one. So I had a friend that wanted to send me a birthday card, and she said, send me a picture of Rocky and you. So this was the picture that I sent. And instead of thank you, it had happy birthday on it. So this gave me the idea that maybe I should use this card as my thank you note. And thanks to Cynthia Carell, we made them. And then we have the Rocky Approved stamp that I put on all of my checks, all of my bills that go out, and every envelope that leaves my office. So I also made room for him in my newsletter. We had tips from Rocky's Corner. My open rate has increased. We now get 25 to 35% open rate. We now get 7 to 10% click-through. I don't know what that means, but everybody says it's pretty good. So this is Rocky's first tip was the next time you design your kitchen, don't forget the doggy toe kick drawer. And I tried to say that 3 times, doggy toe kick drawer. Okay, so 2018 came and I was still wandering around what to do. And I know what my average or ideal client is. It's a woman that's 40 years old, 40 to 70 years old, lives in a home that's $350,000 or more, has an annual income of over $100,000, and lives in a home that's over 15 years. And usually Chesterfield, Wildwood, 270 Corridor is where they live. So my challenge was, how do I reach them? I don't think standing in front of the gym and in my Speedo and handing out flyers would be very appropriate. So I said 80% of my clients are on Facebook. So I hired Lindsay Obermeyer of LBO Studios. She's doing a great job. We do 6 postings a week. It's all organic, it's very consistent, and there's no paid advertisement. So that's what we do. Monday is Miracle Morning, Tuesday's Tips from Rocky, Thursday's Testimonials, Friday is Time to Unwind, Saturday is Let's Cook, and Sunday, Get Organized. So I got pictures here. If anybody was here last year when I did my presentation, they know that I'm a Miracle Morning person. I take pictures of the sunrise or the clouds or the snow or the rain or whatever's out there, but I walk with Rocky every morning. And so I post a Miracle Morning. So that's Mondays. Tuesdays is tips. Tuesdays tips, and let me tell you, it's no secret that I get more Facebook shares on Tuesday than any other day. So Thursday is testimonials. I get a lot of my clients that write me thank you notes and say thank you for, designing my kitchen. I'm not embarrassed to have my friends over and celebrate, a holiday or whatever, or sit in my bathtub in my spa-like retreat with candles and sipping a glass of wine. So Friday is Time to Unwind. After the week, this is an actual picture of a project that we completed. It's a 3rd floor of a bathroom in Central West End. They had a 350-pound cast iron clawfoot tub that we had to cut in 3 pieces just to get it out of the house. So Saturday is Let's Cook. This is a kitchen project that we did in University City. I love to cook. I also grill. And if you all get my newsletter, you'll see that there is a section there where I put a recipe every month or every other month when I send out my newsletter. And I test every one of them. I just don't pick on a recipe. So Sunday is Get Organized. Get organized for the week. You plan your week and you set out. It's a good way to do it. So this is a mudroom that we did for a client that we did a kitchen and a bathroom for. So these are the Facebook postings that we've done. So let's see our results. I got 404 Facebook followers now. I've gotten 16 requests for my newsletter. That's only been in 8 months. I've gotten 10 leads from my website and 2 actual that turned into clients. So all the other stuff that I've been doing, I guess, is building up. Now, has anybody called me and said, hey, Richard, I want you to do my kitchen or bathroom because I saw your Facebook post? I don't think so. I think what's happened is they're more aware of me, they're driving them to my website, and then they're calling me. So another area is we like to do other things as well. And I give a white paper away on my website. This is one of them, it's 7 things you need to do when you consider remodeling. And because of Bill's influence, I have a round to it. And I give that out to people, and this is my favorite saying. People will forget what you did or said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And that's kind of the way I live my life. I like to make people feel good. And I have a friend who's a BNI buddy. He happens to be a home inspector. And I made a presentation in my BNI meeting, and I gave everybody a round to it. And he liked it so much, he said, Richard, I'm going to give every one of these to every home I inspect. Now, he inspects 450 homes a year. So I haven't gotten anything from it yet, but I'm planting seeds. So I know hopefully it'll come to fruition. So the other thing is I get a lot of my clients that will write a testimonial for me, and they'll put it on Nextdoor. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but it's a Nextdoor neighborhood where if you got a bicycle to sell or looking for a plumber or electrician, you put it out there. So I get a lot of that. So I love my neighborhoods too. So and if anybody that knows me, if ever had a one-to-one with me, you know you got a thank you note for me. I love doing thank you notes. I think it's part of it's just part of who I am. I like to be very grateful for people for meeting with me. And if people that were here over a year ago when I gave my last presentation, you know that's one of the ways how I grew my business was by sending thank you notes and being very grateful for people that are there. So that's my new thank you note now. I also want to say that I'm an ambassador for new members in BNI, and I give out Jim Canada's pamphlet of networking, talking about before, during, and after. And that rolls into the follow-up. That's the most important part, the after. So what do you do? And he says the most important thing is to be memorable. In other words, do something that they remember you and respect you. And that way, your business can grow. So in 2018, in November, I hired a second crew. So business is doing very well. I'm booked all the way through January. As I said in my earlier meeting, I had my last client I signed a contract with. They're not having people for Thanksgiving or Christmas, so I'm not under the gun to get it done for then. But we were originally $3,000 over their budget. And then she says, well, if we're $3,000 over the budget, I think I'd like to have my whole backsplash in granite. So now she's $6,000 over budget. So that's okay. I like to have customers like that, clients. So I hope you've got maybe some ideas or piqued some things that could help you and your business. These are just some of the marketing techniques that I've used, and I'm sorry, I'm shameful to say that I've exploited my dog and I'm trying to do that, but I will rent him out if anybody would like to borrow him. Are there any questions?
Is that a monthly fee for the dog?
Yes.
Have you tried paid Facebook advertising? Because it seems like what you do would be perfect for Facebook and being able to, since you know your demographics so well geographically and whatnot.
I haven't answered your question, but maybe that's the next step to help me grow in 2019. Good suggestion.
Sure. On your thank you card program, do you send a standard thank you card, or do you switch it up with different images and stuff like that, depending on the time of year or whatever you might be doing?
That's what I used to do, but now I just send Rocky and me. What else better could you send? Any other questions? All right. Kara. It's the one on, you get that good photographer, yes. It's the one on Clayton Road in Clarkson. So, okay. All right. All right. Thank you.